How to invest in the stock market when you're 45 plus years old and you don't know anything about investing in the stock market, but you still want to get to 1.75 million by the time you're old. Okay, so the first thing that I would do is I would go open an account over at Fidelity. This isn't sponsored. I just really like Fidelity because you can start investing with as little as $1 and that's pretty cool. Okay, then you'll get to this screen, and if you want to save money on taxes, I would open a retirement account, specifically a Roth IRA, so your money could grow tax-free. If you're like, nah, I want to have access to my money at any time, you could open a brokerage account too. Once you choose your account type, it's going to ask you a couple of different questions that are going to be really basic and should take you less than 5 minutes to fill out. And then you're going to connect your bank account to your new Roth IRA or your brokerage account, and you're going to transfer some money over into it. Then we have to buy investments. Okay, this is the part that everybody forgets. You gotta buy investments or else your money isn't gonna grow, and that's the whole freaking point of investing in the stock market. If you're like, well, Chloe, I don't know anything about picking my investments, that's okay. I'm about to show you, baby. Okay. Like if you're brand new to investing at the age of 40, I would probably recommend starting with something like FSKAX because it has every single stock in the US inside it. Like, look, it says 3,839 different holdings inside of it. That's a lot of stocks. But the average annual returns of this particular fund is about 9% on average per year. So to buy this, you just go click transact on the and then you're going to click trade. And then in the search bar, you're just going to put in FSKAX, and then this should show up and you can click buy. And then it will give you the option to just buy it one time or buy a recurring investment. I would do recurring if you can, because that's the best way to save for your futures. Then you'll get to this screen where you can enter in the amount that you want to put in each month, and then how often you want to put it here, and the frequency, and you can even schedule like a start date if you want to do it. Now, if you're trying to max out your Roth IRA for the year, this is like August right now, okay? So you have until April to max that out, which means you can put $7,000 a year into that Roth IRA. So if you're starting today, you could put $778 a month into that Roth IRA. But if you want to get to $1.75 million by the time you're 65, in order to get there, you're going to have to invest about $3,200 a month, okay? So if we're already doing $778 a month into our Roth IRA, the rest of the money we can put into something like a Roth 401k, and then that money will also grow tax-free. Like, I know $3,200 is like basically impossible for most people. So if you can do that, great, good job. But if you can't do that, that's also okay. If you could do anything, that's going to help. I don't want it to discourage you from getting started, because like, even if you can only do $200 a month, like that's still going to be money for you in the future rather than having no money for you in the future. But also, like, I'm not going to lie to you and say that like, yeah, you can get $1 million by doing $200 a month for 20 years. Like, it doesn't work that way. So I want to tell you the honest answers. It's better to know than to not know, probably. I know this stuff can get kind of confusing and overwhelming, so if you need help, I have a free class, just comment training. Okay, good job.